Ernesto Che Guevara was one of the most influential and controversial figures of the 20th century. Born on June 14, 1928, in Rosario, Argentina, Che grew up in a middle-class family that valued education, reading, and political debate. From a young age, he showed signs of strong empathy, curiosity, and a restless spirit. Despite suffering from asthma, he developed a passion for travel and exploration, which would later shape his worldview. As a medical student in Buenos Aires, Che set off on 2 long journeys across South America on a motorcycle. These trips were life-changing. He witnessed firsthand the poverty, inequality, and exploitation faced by peasants and workers in the various countries. The deep social and economic injustices left a lasting impression on him. He concluded that mere charity or reform wasn't enough. True change required revolution. Che's journey eventually took him to Guatemala in the early 1950s, where he observed a democratically elected leftist government being overthrown with the support of the U.S. In Guatemala, he met political exiles and activists, including future allies in the Cuban Revolution. Che moved to Mexico, where he met Fidel Castro and his brother Raul. They were organizing a movement to overthrow Cuban dictator Fulgencio Batista. Che joined their group, the 26th of July movement, not just as a doctor, but as a committed revolutionary. He believed Cuba's struggle was part of a larger battle against imperialism and capitalist oppression. In 1956, Che and a small group of revolutionaries landed in Cuba aboard the yacht Grandma. Despite being ambushed and nearly wiped out, they retreated into the Sierra Maestra Mountains and began guerrilla warfare. Che quickly rose in rank, gaining a reputation as a fearless and disciplined leader. His ideals and determination won him the respect of his comrades. The Cuban Revolution triumphed in 1959, and Batista fled the country. Che became a key figure in the new government, holding positions such as Minister of Industry and President of the National Bank. But more than titles, he symbolized the spirit of the revolution, one of sacrifice, justice, and global solidarity. He worked to reshape Cuba's economy along socialist lines and spoke out fiercely against U.S. dominance. Che also became a global ambassador for revolution. He traveled to the United Nations in 1964 and delivered a fiery speech condemning imperialism and defending the rights of the oppressed worldwide. However, Che grew disillusioned with bureaucracy and inefficiencies in post-revolution Cuba. He didn't seek comfort or power. Instead, he wanted to export the revolution to other countries, believing that true liberation required international struggle. Che first tried to support revolutionary forces in the Congo, present-day Democratic Republic of the Congo. But the mission failed due to poor coordination, lack of support, and internal divisions. He then turned his attention to Bolivia, hoping to ignite a revolution in the heart of South America. There, he led a small guerrilla force in the jungle, facing harsh conditions and a hostile environment.